Hello friends, welcome to Yadna Investment Academy. Today we are going to talk about the auto ancillary stock Sona BLW Precision Forging, which is also known as Sona Comstar. As we can see in the below chart, the stock is down by almost 50% from its all-time high, that is from 823, which was at December 2021, and it is currently trading at 420 rupees level. So, and over the last 1 year also, the stock is down by almost 38%. There are four major reasons which are contributing to the falling stock performance over the last 1 year. So let's see one by one. The first reason behind the stock fall is entire 20.5% of the stake sale by the long-term investor Blackstone. Recently on March 13, Blackstone through its subsidiary, which is Singapore TAPCO, has offloaded entire 20.5% of the stake. In June 2021, when the IPO of Sona BLW was floated, then post IPO, Blackstone held 34% stake in the company, and after the IPO, it has pared its stake in multiple tranches. Post IPO in June 2021, Blackstone has pared its stake in the company over multiple tranches from 34% to 20.5%, and from 20 in September 22 quarter, and from 20.5% now that that long-term investor has made a complete exit from the company. Marquee investors like Government of Singapore, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, HDFC Mutual Fund, Fidelity are some of the key marquee investors which has bought the shares sold by Blackstone. The second reason behind the stock fall was global macro concerns. Sona BLW is having significant exposure to the international market like US, Europe, China. Out of the 9 total manufacturing plants, 6 are in India and 3 are in China, US and Mexico. Company's 76% of the revenue comes from the international market for FY22, and as on latest quarter, that is from as of December 2022, the export percentage has been contributing to 76% in the overall revenue. So what are these global macro concerns over the last 2 years which was badly affecting the Sona BLW's business? First is the supply chain disruption in the global auto industry. We all know in the first half of the financial year 2022, that is from Jan 21 to June 21, the global auto industry has struggled a lot on the back of supply chain disruptions as well as Russia-Ukraine crisis. Semiconductor shortage is also contributing a lot to the supply chain disruption in the auto industry. Secondly, the energy crisis in Europe and inflationary pressure which was building in the Europe has been affecting the Europe's business of Sona BLW. Also, the major contributing factor towards the decline in the stock price was the decline in the Chinese market. So why the Chinese market is impacting so much on the business of Sona BLW? Let's see. The first point related to the decline in the Chinese market was the slowdown in China due to the COVID lockdown. The factory activity has shrunk in the December quarter, and the productions were down in China. It has negatively affected companies' traction motor sales in Chinese market. Further, Chinese market is a highly competitive market, and in line with the new battery standards in China, Sona BLW's 2-wheeler, 3-wheeler customers had to get their vehicles homologated again. In the recent management commentary, management had said the IC engine starter motor as a percentage of the total vehicles sold is getting lowered in the Chinese market, and China's plant is manufacturing only one product, that is the micro hybrid starter motor. Management has also said that the Chinese market is electrifying faster than India and US. How? In India and US, the starter motor business can sustain for the next 15-20 years. But in the Chinese market, all vehicles can be electrified in just next 5 to 6 years. So management was saying, what is the point of continuing the business in such a market which is electrifying so fast? So the management current strategy is the focus on the North America, Europe and Indian market, where the company has significant market share and upside potential for the future incremental growth. Also, the biggest problem in the Chinese market is the duty. If the company wants to share the electric vehicle starter motors in the Chinese market, then there is an export duty. And second, if the company want to go and set up a plant over there in China, then it might not be the right choice for the company, as the management is seeing the higher growth, higher room for the growth in the North American and the Europe market. Also, Chinese market is a low margin market as compared to North America, Europe and India. So, the management is currently focusing on the North American, European and Indian market for its further incremental growth market share. The fourth point in the macro concern was rally in the steel prices over the last 2 years. Here for Sona BLW, alloy steel is the main raw material for manufacturing the gears and the starter motor. So any increase in the prices of the steel and the inflationary pressure are becoming the headwinds for the company, which will impact badly on the operating margins of the company. The third key reason for the stock fall of Sona BLW is the concentration risk. The top revenue from the top 5 customers of the company is coming almost 45% for the financial year 2022, though it has come down from 58% from financial year 21. 45% from the top 5 customers revenue is a big number. Although the company has been adding the new orders, thereby reducing this concentration risk gradually over the coming years. Now, the fourth reason for the stock fall is the exposure to the forex volatility. How the forex part is coming in the picture. Companies in the overall revenue mix of the companies, 74% of the revenue comes from the international market. So forex fluctuation plays a key role here. 12 to 15% of the raw material of the company are imported from outside market, majorly from China. So the inflationary pressure which was built in the alloy steel prices has been adversely affecting the company's margins, as well as foreign fluctuations comes into the picture. Company is currently trying to mitigate this risk by employing the right forex fluctuation hedging policy, which will mitigate this forex risk in the coming quarters. Now let's move to the valuation part. Currently, what do you feel? Is it the falling knife or the buy on dip opportunity for Sona BLW? From its all-time high stock price from 823, the stock has been down by almost 50%. To 420 rupees. So there is a upside potential of almost 96% to reach its earlier all-time high level. If we compare the current valuation of the stock in terms of PE multiple as compared to its historical valuation, the stock is the current PE of the stock is 65, which is trading at 15% discount to its 1-year median PE and 30% discount to its 3-year median PE. So as compared to the historical median valuation, it is trading at discount. But if we consider among the peer comparison, the stock is currently trading at higher PE multiples with respect to its auto ancillary peers. For example, Bosch, Minda, then Motherson International and Endurance Tech. So which are the factors which is driving the higher valuation for Sona BLW as compared to its industry peers? These are the high revenue and earnings growth, high return ratios, that is ROE and ROC, then the higher margin versus its peers, and the most important point is electric vehicle business, which has added, which is providing the added edge for the company with respect to its peers. Company's EV business offers a great earnings visibility and earnings growth potential to drive its valuation in the coming future. Let's see why we are optimistic on the growth prospects of the Sona BLW. The first point is EV growth story, that is the organic growth offered by the industry itself. Company is currently having the strong growth prospects in the electronic vehicle business. Let's see in the below chart. The massive EV adoption is expected in India due to government push, PLI scheme benefits and the incentives. Two-wheeler, three-wheeler buses are the leading electrification segments, and they will see the largest disruption in the electronic vehicle adoption by 2030. In a progress towards electronic vehicle adoption, battery management system, that is BMS, and motor controller will form the core of EVs, and they will be the largest value creator in the auto ancillary industry. Here, the Sona BLW's right shift from the IC engine powertrain to electric vehicle battery segment will help it drive the future growth. Currently, in the overall revenue mix of the company, EV segment is contributing 25% in 9-month FY23, which was up from just 2% in FY20. And it is targeted by the company to achieve that EV revenue mix to 45% to 50% by 2030. In the new order book also, EV business accounts 73% of the total order book as on December 22 quarter, that is as of 9-month FY23. So, Sona BLW is investing in the R&D in line with the focus on increasing market share in the EV space. As I have said earlier, company is having a strong order book in which the EV segment is contributing almost 73%. The total order book of the company is 23,800 rupees crore as of 9-month FY23, and out of this 73% means almost 17,400 rupees crore is contributed by the EV segment. The percentage contribution in the new order book was at 61% as of FY22, and it was increased from 61% to now 73% in the 9-month of FY23. Also, along with the organic growth of the EV industry, the Sona BLW company is also tapping the inorganic growth route by acquisitions. Recently, in January 2023, Sona BLW has acquired 54% stake in the company Novelic, which is a Serbian startup. Through this acquisition, the company has now opened for the new business line, which is ADAS segment, means Advanced Driver Assistance System. So, Sona BLW has been building the new business verticals for it. And this acquisition has offered it a new third business vertical, which is sensors and software. Along with strong growth prospects for the company, let's also see what are the key risks for the company. In the key risks, the first risk is the global auto industry downturn. With the current recession fear across the globe, the auto industry can be impacted. The second risk can be the slow ramp up in the new orders. Though the company is having a strong order book, but the ramping of this new order book is also important. Also, the third risk can be the high inflationary pressure in the company's key raw material, which is the alloy steel prices, as it can negatively affect in the operating margins of the company. And the fourth risk is company's large capex program can count on the free cash flow of the company in FY23 and FY24. At current, company is operating at its peak capacity utilization. So, in line with the new order book, company has increased its capex program to the worth of rupees 900 to 1000 crore for the financial year FY24 to the financial year FY26, that is for next 3 to 4 years. Though the management has said this capex program is a new order book is backed by the new order book and is funded totally through the internal accruals. But this capex program can affect the free cash flow of the company in the near future. So the company is optimistic on the credible EV story and is building on its capex for the company's future growth. In this way, Sona BLW's growth story can be a classic example of how is the company's right focus on the electrification can propel its rapid growth and create value for its shareholders. If you want to know Sona BLW is a part of which model portfolio, then do subscribe to our model portfolio. Thank you.